Like a bird in a world of no trees, you were hung up in your disbelief. I know I'm a hard rock to drag around. Love is in the early mornings, in the shadows under the trees, not in the cold-colded ashes, floating down from the rookeries. Down here I'll crow for you if you crow for me. Down here I'll crow for you if you crow for me. Hi, my name is Pete and I'm going to show you how to play Towing the Line by Ben Howard. Now this is the second song from his latest album Noonday Dream, which has caught my attention, and hence I've done a cover of it, and I'm going to show you how I played the cover. There's not many songs, to be honest, on the album that I think readily translate into acoustic versions. Obviously there's Nica Libres that I've already done, and then there's Towing the Line that I'm doing now. However, there are a couple of other songs, notably Bird on the Wing, and there's another unnamed song that he's done in some live performances that I think I'm going to take a closer look at once I've dealt with this one. So let's get started. First of all, the tuning. The song is played in dadgad with no capo, so that's a D, that's an A, another D, G, A, and another D at the top. So you've got an open D sus4 chord there. So let's look at what the right hand's doing, because the right hand is doing pretty much the same thing the whole way through this song. Now I note when Ben plays this live, he doesn't actually play the guitar. It's Mickey Smith that plays the guitar, and Ben is singing while fiddling with something, I think it's called an organelle, which is supplying the sort of the pad chords and doing clever effect things to his voice. So it's a bit of a change to see him sing a song but not be playing the guitar at the same time. And I did wonder if the structure of this song had been kept deliberately less technical for another guitarist to play it while he was singing. It's not that difficult to play. So the right hand then, basically all that's happening is you're using strings 6, 5, 4 and 3, and the pattern is 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, and it's that pattern all the way through. Now I think when I did my cover I may have even doubled up on the when I plucked the third string, I plucked the second string at the same time, so I was sort of getting this sort of an effect. If you hold down the first chord shape, and the song starts without an introduction really, it just dives straight in with the first verse and the vocal coming in on the first note. In bar 1 you want your middle finger on the 8th fret, your ring finger also on the 8th fret, strings 6 and 5, and then your index finger on the 7th fret, 4th string. So those are the 4 notes, and you're playing 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. Just like that. And in my cover I think I did sort of 6, 4, 3 and 2 together like that. So we'll go through the first 8 bars of the first verse, which forms the pattern for each, the rest of the verse all the way through until it changes to the chorus section. And if you're trying to pitch this for the singing as well, then that bass note there is the same pitch as the first word. So toe, toe, like that, okay? So we got first bar, toe in the line, I watch the horse. That's the first 2 bars actually. Toe in the line, I watch the horse. out, you're going to move from here down to almost the same shape, but instead of using frets 8 and 7, we're going to use frets 3 and 2. So down to fret 3 with middle and ring, and you're going to put your little finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret as well. Now, if you've got your hand, your fretting hand with the palm too close to the bottom of the neck like this, then you're going to find that you might not get the fretting of the strings cleanly. Certainly, if you were faffing around with the 1st and 2nd strings, that's difficult. So if you drop your palm away from the neck a little bit and try and push on the back of the neck with your thumb a bit more like that, then you'll find it much easier to hold that shape down. So we've gone from the 8th fret, 8th fret and 7th fret, toe in the line, I washed the hose, down to the 3rd fret, hose, drink all the wine, and now she's rambling, and that's for 2 bars. Hose, drink all the wine, and now she's rambling, and you're going to hold the same position but right up to frets 10 and 9. And again, another little tip here, frets are narrow as you get up the neck, and if you try and stack your middle ring and little finger in that same fret but keep your palm sort of square onto the neck, you're going to struggle. So what I do now is I roll my hand a little bit, so if you can see that, my hand's sort of coming round a bit like that, and that index finger's on the 3rd string on the 9th fret, same pattern, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. So now she's rambling through the who and who of notes. It's bars 5 and 6. 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. And then into the 7th and the 8th bars, you're basically playing what's effectively a D minor chord here. And there's various ways you can play it. And in terms of not having to move your hand too much, the simplest thing I found here was to fret the 3rd string on the 4th fret, the 3rd string on the 10th fret, and the 4th string on the 12th fret using index and ring finger respectively, like that. This is bar 7 and 8. You could also get away with fretting strings 4 and 3, both of them on the 7th fret, like that. So I think if you're looking at the way I did my cover, I probably did that, but when I came to tab it out, I thought that gets you the minor 3rd in the chord. It definitely makes it feel more minor than that one, which is just the root, the 5th and the octave. So yeah, I went with that. So that 8-bar sequence of the verse is what's used for all the lines of the verse and all the verses. So, like a bird in a world of no trees, you were hung, down to the 3rd fret, hung up in your disbelief. I know I'm my 10th fret, hard rock to drag around, 12 and 10 on 4 and 3, around. Love is, now this is where it changes a bit, and I've labelled it the chorus, section B on the tab. So from bar 9, I'm going to put my middle finger on the 12th fret and my ring finger on the 12th fret, strings 6 and 5 respectively, and index finger is still covering the 3rd string on the 10th fret. And it's still that 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3 pattern. So we've got love is in the air. Now that this bar changes a little bit because there's some downward movement. Love is in the early morning. So let's just look at bar 9 there. So I'm staying in that 12-10 position to start with for the first 3 beats of the bar. Love is in the early, and then I'm going to move my middle finger down to the 10th fret on the 6th string only, like that. Love is in the early morn, like that. And then right down to the 3rd fret position. Love is in the early morning, and then here I'm using that D minor shape I talked about that I used in my cover. So on 7th fret, hold down strings 4 and 3. I use my middle and ring finger for that, primarily because the next shape is going to involve going to the 10th fret, and I want my index finger free to drop on for that. So, in the shadows under the trees. So, this is bar 11. Then up to the 10th fret. Trees, not in the cook. So, 10, 10, 10, 10 on string 6, 5, 4. 9th fret on the index finger. It's bar 12. Not in the cold. And now here, I'm going up to the 12th fret, and again it's the same shape as we had on bar 9. I'm holding down 6 and 5 on 12, 3rd string on 10, and 6, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, and then 6, 4, 3 again, but lift your index finger off, like that. And that's just because you're going to move down to the 5th fret for bar 14. So the transition's like this. Not in the cold ashes. And this is in bar 14. This is a chord, I've seen some other people do covers and some tutorials for this, and I think this chord's just been missed on virtually everything else I've seen. So you're coming from up here. Not in the cold ashes, floating. And this chord shape on bar 14 is basically the same, but based on the 5th fret. So 6, 5, 4 are all on the 5th fret, middle, ring, little finger, and then your index finger is holding down the 3rd string, 4th fret. Ashes, floating, and then drop that shape just as it is down 2 frets, floating down from the rookeries, and then right the way up to the 10th fret again. Down here all, and then once you've come out of that bit, there's a little sort of bridging looping section where he's talking about crowing. Down here I'll crow for you, crow for you, you'll crow for me. Down here I'll crow for you, if you'll crow for me. And to be honest, on that 8th fret position, I was playing the 4th string open, but if you end up just out of force of habit fretting the 8th fret 3rd string, it still works. So don't worry if you're not lifting your little finger off for that. It's just the way I did it on the cover, and it may actually be like that. So this is section C, bars 17 to 20. So we've got the 8-7 position. Down here I'll crow for you, down to 3, and crow for me up to 10. Down here, and that 10-9 shape is for 2 bars. Down here I'll 8-7, crow for you, 3rd fret, crow for me, 10th fret. And it's the same shape he uses when he's doing the humming section. Down here I'll crow for you, I'll crow for me. So you can go around in that section and loop it and fade it. I think that's what pretty much happens in the song, but I just kind of felt with this song there was an opportunity for an Esmeralda style ending. So I put that in, and this is bars 25. So the way you go into this then is when you've done the 8-7 shape, down to the 3rd fret position, it's bars 25 and 26, and then you're going right up to the 12th fret, but on 5th string. Use your ring finger for this, there's a reason for this. Ring finger, 12th fret, string 5, And on the tab, you'll notice some little arrows under the first note within each little three of each beat of the bar, and those are to show you that those notes are accented. No, we didn't peak it. We're all right. So bar 27, what I've got is this then: 6 4 3, and then 5 4 3, 6 4 3, 5 4 3, 6 4 3 into bar 28. So that you got sort of three of those, and then slide down to the 10th, still on strings 5 4 3, down to 8 5 4 3, like that. And if you want, again, that doubling up I talked about, this works quite well on this bit, like this. And then into bar 29, put your middle finger on the 8th fret 6th string, and it's 6 4 3 and 2, 5 4 3 and 2, 6 4 3 and 2, 5 4 3 and 2. So, and then switch to your index finger, 7th fret string 6. So 6 4 3 and 2, 5 4 3 and 2, and then slide down to the 5th fret on your 6th string, down to the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and then an open 6th string to finish. So let's just do that outro, coming out of the crowing loop. Down here I'll crow for you if you'll crow for me. Let's just do it again slowly. Down here I'll crow for you if you'll crow for me. Down here I'll crow for you if you'll crow for me. Okay, fairly straightforward, that one, to be honest. The tab's on my website as usual, so help yourself and get practicing. And please remember to subscribe and like if you're enjoying these tutorials and if you're making use of the tab and that sort of thing. Channel's growing nicely, things are looking good, lots more stuff to come. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Cheers then. Bye.